Hey everyone, Geezer Tony here once again. We're out in the fun house, the Geezer's Fun House. It's 18, 22 degrees today. Abnormal for North Carolina, but that's why I wanted the simulator to entertain myself in the wintertime. I've been out here working some today. If you've been keeping up with things, I bought a storage building and had to do some modifying, and now I'm doing some insulating. I'll show you what I've been doing today. We've been putting up this, it's called bubble wrap insulation. It's really just bubble wrap like you pack things with. It's this aluminum backing on both sides. I wouldn't call it a backing, it's just on both sides. Also, I've been caulking down here at the bottom to cut off some of the draft that's coming in under the 2x4s. And so I have this little electric heater in here for now. And actually it has gotten it up to, I put a thermometer in here, and we are up to right about 50 degrees, so not bad with just a little electric heater. In days past, with the outside temperature, let's say at 35 or so, without any of this insulation, it would struggle to get it up to 45. So it's much colder out and it's much warmer in here, so I think it's working already. Also, if you haven't noticed, I put in some gray, I'm going to call it carpet. It's not really a carpet, it's just a big gray rug, almost the size of the room. And I brought in my mat from my hitting net outside because it just feels better than this one that came with the thing. And I have a purpose for that one too. It's shameful, but since I had to lower the cage up here, I have extra screen hanging down at the bottom. When I hit shots into it, it flaps around somewhat. Nothing terrible, but I thought I could fix that. So I've attached that to the floor and then put this mat on it to hold it in place tighter, and the screen looks a lot better. At some point I may get a better mat, I'm not sure, but for now this one will do. Also, we're going to play a little golf today. I've gotten a little better with the R50 in how to align it and operate it. Although I'm no expert, I'm getting better. I think a lot of the other guys with simulators just assume we all know how to do these certain things because they are simulator experienced. So somebody like me who's never had one, I'm having to learn everything from scratch. So that's why I'm sharing all this stuff with you. Maybe you're out there and you don't know anything about one and you're thinking about getting one. So just learn from me. Also, I'm still in search of the correct lighting. But for today, when I start playing, I'm going to turn off the overhead light. And for now, I just have this house lamp sitting on the case for here, shining down on the hitting area. I'll turn the light off and let you see what that looks like. So this is how it's going to look while I'm playing golf. And I'm hoping you'll see the screen better. And this is how it looks to me when I'm hitting. Not bad. But what I really want to do is get a light that sits up a little higher up here and maybe curls over and shines down on the mat. I see the other guys have probably ceiling mounted lights with a circle around the hitting area and all, and I just can't seem to find so far something like that. So I'm still looking. I'm not going to live with this lamp, but for now it's doing the job. I can't think of any other improvements that I've been working on for now. I put up these temporary curtains also that you see behind me. Okay, so here we are on the 10th tee at the Tournament Players Club. As you can see, I managed a 1 under on the front. It actually let me make 2 putts. One was, well, actually 2 putts for par, and I hit one inside the gimme circle for a birdie. So I know I'm overly zoomed in. You're not going to see a lot of me and hitting. I want you to see more so the screen and what's going on with the R50. So, okay, we're number 10, a par 4, 367 yards. I'm going to move that indicator out a little bit. Not that it affects the shot, but it just gives me a better target. I don't want to be so far down the left side, so that's kind of how I play away from the possible trouble. I hit it a little left anyway. It's going to be in this sand. So it says 161 up 4. Now, mine says up 4 feet. I watched another guy, and I'm pretty sure his said 4 yards. So I don't know what's going on there. Or maybe he was just saying 4 yards, not looking at it correctly. But I'm not sure how to calculate that. So I'm just going to say that's 165. Now I've got a 20% penalty, or I don't want to call it a penalty, 20% difficulty factor because I'm in the sand. So we got to add 20% to that. So that's 16, so that's 30 more of this. So it's more like 191. So I'm going to try to hammer this 7 wood just to see what happens. It may not get there. Wow. That was really bad swing. I was off balance. We've got a 14-yard chip shot. So barely over 40 feet. It's going to break a little right. 40 feet. A little short. Let's see if that's in the gimme. It is. Okay. Number 11, a par 5. 500 yards from where I'm playing. By the way, when I pick my tees or where to play from, it doesn't give me a yardage. It just gives me the course rating and the slope. And it seemed pretty difficult, at least for a 70-year-old man. It was 141 slope, and I forget the course rating was something like 72.9 or something. Probably because of all the trouble out there. As long as you stay out of the trouble, it's not that difficult. So anyway, I guess the only way you can figure out the yardage is run through and add up all the holes. Okay, par 5. You want to stay at or a little right of that marker there. You see the flag. The hole is way around here, dogleg left. So we want to stay away from the water. Although it looks like I'd have to almost scuff it to go in that water, so that gives me a little more leeway there. Pretty big drive for an old man. Okay, after a pretty good drive, it's showing me where it wants me to lay up to, but I'm going to check and see how far it is to the green by moving this indicator here. It says it's 240-ish or so to the green. I don't have a club I can carry that far, and it's over a bunker. But left side, I can be a little short. So I'm going to hit this 5 wood. Garmin R50 doesn't like my 3 wood. It doesn't like how low I hit it. So even if I hit it really solid and it gets on the ground early, it just drags it to a stop at about 185. So we're going to hit the 5 wood. Try to hit it left of the green. Wow, looks like that would have reached. Yeah. Well, I got to admit that because it won't let me hit my 3 wood, I took the 3 wood shaft and put the 5 wood head on it. So it's going a long ways on this simulator. I'm sure it won't go that far, on the real golf course. But I'm kind of liking how well I'm hitting it. I may leave it like that and just play real golf like that too. Okay, we got a situation here where we've got not much green to use, but this looks like fairway and it's downhill. Now, so far, every time I've tried to hit a bump and run, the ground eats it up on this simulator. It just doesn't let it bounce like it does. So I'm going to just try to hit it just short of that edge of the green and see if it'll bounce on. 60 feet. you can see, once again, it just doesn't bounce on this thing like it would. I thought I hit a pretty good shot, and I'm really only 18 feet from the hole, but I'm still not on the green. I haven't tried putting from off the green. I'm going to chip this with a sand wedge, try to carry it onto the green. 18 feet. Okay, well, we managed to save a par after being right beside the green in two. Well, we've got a shortish par four here. Don't need a big drive, so I'm going to hit the 5-wood again, kind of right at where that indicator is. Leave a shot to the green. That'll stay out. Yeah, looks like it'll be okay. Maybe rough, maybe not. Okay, so I'm hitting this 5-wood almost as far as I've hit some of my drivers. Left 109 up 4 feet. I'm going to say it's playing 112, 113. On the golf course, that's my gap wedge, my 52 wedge. I'm gonna use that, even though I know on this thing it generally comes up just a little short, so I try to cheat it by hooding it in and aiming a little right. Pretty good job there. Hit it 105. Normally on the golf course it's 110, 115 without cheating it. Wow, that was way offline. Not sure if it was me or the Garmin, but it is a par. Number 13, a par 3 over water, 157. Water does go all the way up beside the green. I'm say 160. I'm going with 8. Good and solid, should be fine. A lot of run out on these greens. There's a fellow on YouTube that's he tests all kinds of simulators. He's been testing the R50 a lot lately. He played 9 holes at Cape Kidnappers earlier today, and I watched him. He is a really good player. I think he's probably has been a tour player at some time or another. I mean, everything's just right on line in the correct distance. And he hits the ball a lot higher than I do. And he even commented about the rollout on the shots to the green. So I know it's not just me. It's not awful, but it's just not realistic. Okay, we're 33.5 feet, very slightly downhill. Looks like a pretty good amount of break to the right, and it's going to really show up as the ball slows down. So I have to play well left. And these greens play pretty slow, even though I have it set on the fastest number or speed. I don't think it's a stimp because it's just 12, but this is playing more like an 8 or a 6. I'm going to play a well left and try to get it in the circle there. Wow, just barely got it in there, looks like. 14, a long par 4, 434, at least for, a geezer, it's long. Let's just try to hit a good solid drive and leave some kind of a shot to the green. Man. Okay, not the worst drive I've ever hit, but up on or around the green somewhere and make a par. Felt pretty good. I don't know how far it's going to go. There, that looks fine. Oh, get in the circle. Stop. Oh well. As I said, tons of rollout on this thing. I'm not sure you could make a 7-wood roll that far if you topped it. Happy to have a birdie putt though on this long par 4. So we're 25.5 feet, mostly straight. Wow, these things are really slow. I feel like I'm clobbering those putts. Okay, number 15, 407, with trouble out there, water and such down the right side. And as we know, they don't get any easier or shorter coming into the last few holes at the Tournament Players Club. I need to hit this drive right at, or actually slightly right of that marker would be perfect. The left of it would not be trouble. Wow. Wasn't a very good drive. It was not hit great. You see what I mean? It didn't run nearly as far as it would have had I hit within a step or 5 yards of the green, but it's on. Okay, we've got another long putt, basically 38 feet, uphill 1 inch, negligible. A lot of break to the left. You can see the indicator is moving fast. That means it's going to really break. So I'm going to play it way out there at the edge of the gimme circle and see if I can get the speed. I got to hit these things hard. Pretty decent there. I'll take that. #16 par 5. It's got me at 475 yards. I don't really know how far the pros play it from. I know it's reachable for them mostly if they hit a good drive, but probably more like 550 for them. Okay, see if we can hit a good drive here. Maybe have a chance to go for it. Yeah, I really hammered that one. I hope it shows it right. There you go. Run, baby. Best drive I've hit today. Well, we're left with 202. I'm going to go with this 7-wood again and just try to play a little left. Maybe we can get up and down for a birdie. I like it. Stop. Stop. Okay. I mean, I do not hit a 7 with 221 yards in real life, so and these lofted fairway woods give me a lot of distance. Okay, we've got a 60-footer left for our third shot. Almost negligible uphill. It says 0, but I see the things moving this way. The side indicators have it breaking left early and then right later. So I'm going to just pretty well play it straight. Now I'm going to putt this. This will be the first time I putted from off the green. So I don't know how much extra effort it's going to make me use because I'm not on the green. We'll see. I'm gonna kind of hammer this one and straight at the hole. Whoa. Oh wow, I like that. I did hit that really hard though. Well, 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 here we are. World famous 17th hole at Tournament Players Club. One where everybody just wants to keep their ball dry and hit the green. That's all I want. I'm going to go with a choke down pitching wedge and hit it normally and play it just left of the flag. Just try to get it on the green. Okay, be the right distance. Oh no. Oh, bite, bite, bite. Okay. Well, this could be similar to the better than most putt. I think it was more over to the right. But I'll bet this won't do what his did, which is this way and that way and go in. This one actually looks pretty straight, 32 feet, and it says it's uphill. So we're going to play it just a little left of the hole and try to get the 32 feet. A little bit uphill. Oh, if I'd have hit it, it might would have. It's really hard to hit these putts, get these putts to the hole. Okay, number 18, one we've all seen on TV, 408. I've moved the marker over to just to the edge of the water and somewhere in the vicinity of my carry distance. So I just want to hit it to the right of that marker a little bit. And I think it's got plenty of room not to run through the fairway. Let's see if we can do that. Oh yeah. Oh, beautiful. Okay, I've got 159, basically 160 left, which is in real life is an 8-iron. Since it's only 145 to the front, that's what I'm going to hit. Play it to the right of the pin and just try to be safe, stay out of the water. I mean, we are, after all, 2 under. It would be great to finish under par and not dunk it in the water. So we're going to go a little right of the flag stick with an 8-iron. A little more right than I wanted, but get in the fairway. Roll down the hill. Safe anyway. See if we can get this up and down for par. We're downhill a foot, so it's going to roll out okay. Very, very slightly right. I just want to get it in that little gimme circle. 14 yards, that's 30, 40, 42 feet. Probably playing like 35 with that downhill. Open the face a little bit and cut back on the roll. Whoa. Hey, we'll take that. So I'm getting a little more comfortable with simulator golf. I'm just having to adjust my game to the fact that the carries don't quite match real life and the rollout is longer. Same with the chipping. I've got to think in my mind, how much swing do I need for a 30-foot or a 60-foot chip? Whereas in real life, I just look and do it. But I'm getting used to that. Same with the putting. Changing mats has helped tremendously. This other mat came with Play Better's studio package. And it's a good mat, I'm sure, but it's just very thick and spongy, and I have a steep angle of attack, and it just grabs my club, and I hit a lot of shots nowhere on it. This one's a little flatter, a little less hairy, so to speak, and I hit a lot better shots off of it. It's more like the ground, if you ask me. But all in all, I'm getting better at this, and I'm starting to enjoy it more. I'm still undecided about whether I'll keep it or not. I have 4 more weeks to decide. And one last thing, you probably won't see another video for more than a week, maybe 2, because I'm headed to Florida for a week to get away from this cold. And I'll be down in South Florida. Maybe I'll get to play down there and make a video. Who knows? So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. And for now, Geezer Tony signing off till next time.